Bắt đầu chưa? Rồi ạ. Ok. Xin chào mọi người. Xin chào. Thầy tên là Alex. Và thầy sẽ bắt đầu bằng tiếng Việt nhé. Thầy sẽ nói tiếng Việt một chút để giới thiệu bản thân mình, nói một chút về kinh nghiệm của mình và sau đó tìm hiểu thêm một chút về các em. Thầy là... Mic của thầy không hiệu quả. Hello. Okay. Yeah. Thầy là người Mỹ và thầy đã sống ở Việt Nam gần 4 năm rồi, chưa được 4 năm. Lần đầu tiên thầy sống ở đây, thầy đã có nhiệm vụ với Đại sứ quán Mỹ. Sau đó thầy đã đi làm nhiệm vụ tiếp theo ở Afghanistan. Sau đó thầy đã về để mò công việc ở Việt Nam. Đã sống ở Việt Nam 3 năm rồi, cảm thấy là cần phải quay lại. Rất là thích Hanoi, rất là thích cuộc đời ở đấy, rất là thích đồ ăn, rất là thích người Việt, nên cần phải quay lại. Thầy đã có nhiều công việc làm trong cuộc đời của thầy. Thầy đã thường làm nhà văn, giáo sư, ngoại giao, và bây giờ thầy có một công ty marketing và tư vấn du học ở Hanoi, cho nên nhiều việc lắm. Nhưng mà việc nào cũng làm giỏi. Thầy cũng rất là đam mê về việc học tiếng Việt. Thầy cảm thấy chưa hài lòng về tiếng Việt của mình, nhưng mà hy vọng 1-2 năm nữa sẽ giỏi. Thầy cũng muốn bắt đầu bằng tiếng Việt vì thầy muốn giải thích một chút về cách học ngôn ngữ của thầy và thầy muốn làm mẫu cho các em. Chắc chắn thầy là người Mỹ cho nên thầy sẽ không bao giờ nói tiếng Việt hoàn hảo. Không thể xảy ra được. Thầy sẽ không bao giờ cầm điện thoại nói chuyện với một người Việt bằng tiếng Việt và họ sẽ không bao giờ suy nghĩ đây là người Việt đấy. Chắc chắn mặc dù tiếng Việt của thầy có thể quá hoàn hảo nhưng mà không thể hoàn hảo bằng như một người Việt. Và khi thầy đã vừa mới bắt đầu, thầy chỉ biết nói xin chào cho tôi một cốc cà phê. Thầy đã rất là biết thầy sẽ nói sai. Thực ra là thầy vẫn nói sai. Thầy có những khách hàng Việt Nam và thầy cần phải có những cuộc nói chuyện rất là quan trọng. Và nếu thầy nói sai thì đây là điều không thoải mái lắm, hơi phức tạp. Nhưng mà thầy phải chấp nhận, mình vẫn sẽ nói sai. Và đó là lý do, ít nhất thầy nghĩ đó là lý do thầy có thể biết nói tiếng Việt rồi như thế này. Vì thầy không phải là một perfectionist. Ví dụ đấy, thầy không biết perfectionist là gì bằng tiếng Việt. Thầy không cần phải làm cái gì cũng hoàn hảo. Thầy đã chấp nhận mình sẽ nói sai. Lúc nào thầy cũng đang cố gắng nói chuyện, cũng đang cố gắng vượt qua trình độ cao nhất của mình. Cho nên khi các em đang nói tiếng Anh hôm nay, và anh biết là hôm nay phòng này hơi đông, cho nên chắc chắn là không phải là tất cả mọi người có thể nói, nhưng mà thầy cũng sẽ ép vài người tham gia một chút, nói chuyện một chút, trả lời câu hỏi một chút bằng tiếng Anh. Và thầy không muốn thấy các em rất là cảm thấy lo lắng, khó chịu vì tiếng Anh chưa hoàn hảo. Tiếng Việt của thầy không hoàn hảo. Và thầy đủ tự tin để đứng ở đây và nói chuyện bằng tự tin của các em. Cho nên chắc chắn các em có thể nói chuyện với thầy bằng tiếng Anh. Thầy sẽ kiểm tra một chút, muốn tìm hiểu một chút về tiếng Anh của các em. In the room, how many people studied English in college? Okay, cũng nhiều lắm. How many people would say that they're here mostly to learn English? Is English the main reason you're here today? Okay, là 1/3, có lẽ 1/2. About how many people are already working in the workforce? Graduated, they have a job. Okay, cũng là 1/3. How many students? Cũng nhiều lắm. Quá nhiều college student ở đây. And how many, có ai học cấp 3 không? Học cấp 3? Cấp 2? Cấp 2 ở đâu? Chào cháu. Bác chào cháu, cháu có khỏe không? Cháu cảm thấy lo lắng xung quanh có quá nhiều sinh viên rất già không? Không. Cảm ơn cháu đã tham gia. Okay. So, the subject of our class today is claim making. This is part of a 5-lecture series. I'm going to be talking about academic writing. I've been teaching and doing writing for 15 years. In fact, when I was in 4th grade, I remember very clearly. Oh, thế sẽ dùng lại một chút. Nếu thầy đang nói tiếng Anh hơi nhanh, vì lúc khi thầy nói chuyện về một chủ đề thầy rất là thích, cảm thấy rất đam mê, thầy nói nhanh quá, và nếu các em cảm thấy không hiểu, thì đúng có thể kêu lên, thầy ơi, shut up. Thầy ơi, slow down. I don't understand. Vì nếu thầy cảm thấy vui và các em không hiểu, thì đây là lớp học không hiệu quả. Cho nên, if it's too fast, please interrupt me. That's the rule for the whole class until I change the rule. You can interrupt me. So, I'm going to speak a little quickly. I'll try and go slowly. I'll try and remember, but sometimes I'm not so good about that. So anyway, I'm talking about writing. I remember when I was in the 4th grade, I was reading a book, the book by an author called Beverly Cleary, who wrote a series of books for kind of young kids. And I still remember the moment in 4th grade I was reading the book and I realized, wait a second, this was her job. Like writing this book was her whole job. That sounds like an easy job. I want to do that job. It wasn't easy, but since then, I've always wanted to be a writer. I published my first book right after graduate school, and I have 3 books out. I've written for The Guardian and Salon and some literary magazines in the United States. And I've also taught writing to adults everywhere from, my youngest students were 7 years old, and I had a student who I was his thesis advisor, and he was 71. So I've taught writing for all ages. I love writing. I love a good sentence. And I love working one-on-one with students to talk about their writing. So it's a passionate subject for me. And I've taught, not this exact class, but kind of the intro to college writing class at Syracuse University and at George Mason University. So it comes second nature to me. I love it. And I love doing this introductory class with people who haven't taken it before. How many in the room have taken a level writing class before in English? Okay, so ít lắm, but some. Did you take it here in Hanoi? Okay. Đi du học à? Ở đâu? Việt bằng tiếng Nhật. In English. Đi Nhật học tiếng Anh làm gì? Đây là đi để học làm sushi. Okay, so we're going to start. I'm going to have a few breaks where I'm going to ask you questions. I'll ask everyone to be brave and participate if you feel like you can. And the first thing we're going to do is just ask this question. What is a claim in the context of academic writing, of persuasive writing? When I say the word laser, does it work? Laser hiệu quả. What is a claim? Anybody? No wrong answers. That's a lie. There are many wrong answers, but I still want to know them. Yeah.
I think a claim is a complaint.
A claim is a complaint?
Complaination.
Of
a problem.
Okay, like a compilation of a problem?
Yes.
Okay, a claim is a compilation of a problem. I'm going to write some keywords down on the board. So a claim can be a problem. Okay, good start. What else, please?
I think that a claim is a statement that requires some backup information or expositions.
Okay, so we have problem, we have statement, exposition, what else? You said the phrase back up. I like that. There's a word I prefer. Evidence. A claim needs evidence. Good. Good. What else? Okay. It's a decent start. A claim is the heart of your argument. A claim is the core of any argument, no matter what form the argument takes. Whether it's my claim when I'm standing here in front of you, or whether it's the claim inside of an essay. In the American context, claims are also sometimes called thesis statements. It's supposed to be a persuasive statement, supported by evidence, which we already covered. And it's an assertion that something is true, an assertion of value, or a call to action. A claim is implicitly an argument. And it's not necessarily an argument that, like, this is bad and this is good. It's just an argument that this thing I'm saying is true. Every claim is an argument for its own truth. Okay, finished. Anh mới define claim rồi. Viết xong rồi. Cảm ơn các em đã tham gia. No. It's not that simple. So we're going to start at the very beginning of making a claim. Xin chào mọi người. Wow. Xin lỗi, thầy sẽ cho đôi một lúc. Tham gia đi, vào đi. Và thầy cũng đã quên chào các bạn xem trên Facebook. Chào các bạn ơi. Xin chào. Thầy sẽ rewind 2 giây thôi. Hello. Vẫn, oh no, hết. Vẫn còn một ghế ở đây. Okay, xin chào các em mới đến. Thầy sẽ đi tiếp. Oh yes, there are some chairs in the back. Thank you guys for taking them. You can also, there's room up here if you want to come up here, and there's room in front of the column. So you can just go ahead and start arranging your chairs. I don't want to wait too long, so I'm going to continue talking while you guys arrange. But come on in. Thank you for coming. For the people who just came, I've defined a claim, or our working definition of a claim, that it's an argument, it's a persuasive statement supported by evidence, and it's an assertion of truth. It's an argument for truth and meaning. So, let's walk through the process of having to create a claim. We're all going to imagine we're college students right now, even though some of us in the room haven't gone to college yet, and some of us in the room have already graduated. But we're all in college. It's our first year in college. And we're studying in a university far from home. And the instructor has given us our first essay assignment. We have to write a persuasive essay about CEO pay and tax rates. We need to have an argument about that. We need to say something about it. CEO pay is too high. Taxes are too low. Taxes are too high. Something. We need to gather our evidence and make an argument. When in the process of starting to write our essay should we have our claim? The claim is the center, right? It's the heart. When should we have?
When we have some problem and we need to solve the problem and we need to spread our situation to high position.
Okay, so he said when we have a problem and we need to solve our problem is when we have the claim. But you already have a problem. Your problem is your teacher gave you an essay. Your teacher said you have to write this essay. It's about CEO pay and taxes. You have to solve that problem by writing an essay about CEO pay and taxes. So you're starting, you have nothing. You have paper. Do you start with the claim? Okay, I heard a no, and then I heard a very confident start with research. Why? Okay, but why do I need that before I have a claim? Okay. But I'm a very liberal person. And I think CEOs are rich and jerks. I don't like CEOs. I already feel inside that I know my opinion. So why can't I just start with the claim right away? Okay. She said because if I start with the claim right away, it's based on my emotion. It's not based on truth, or we can say it's not based on evidence. American college professors, myself included, really like to use this phrase, writing process. The problem I encounter with a lot of my students is that they think about writing as the assignment, as the essay that they have to do, as deadline, Thursday next week, as the word count, 4,500 words. They think of writing as an object, a product that happens at the end of the process. When we say writing process, we're asking students to think about the entire act. And for me, the writing process is the thinking process. This is, does anyone know who Flannery O'Connor is? You don't need to, I'm just curious. Very, very famous American short story writer. And one of my favorite quotes of hers is, "I write because I don't know what I think until I read what I say." The process of writing is thinking out loud. And the ideal time to have a claim, at least from my approach, is at the end of your first draft. You need to have something to start with. You need to have some idea of where you're going. But the claim is, as you said, the result of your research. The claim is the result of thinking and looking at counter-arguments and strengthening your core statement until you truly believe that it's true and you truly believe the evidence. This is the right way to do it. When I'm teaching first-year college students, it almost never, ever, ever happens. This is the biggest problem I encounter, and this is the biggest thing you can do to create a stronger claim, is to just put less pressure on yourself. Whenever I give an assignment to my college students, they're always like, okay, I got to pick a side. Because what do I know what to research if I don't know what my claim is? I've decided CEO pay is too high. I need to go find articles that say CEO pay is too high, right? I've decided that taxes are inhibiting growth. I need to go find research that says that. My students are either, it's not lazy, but it's a lack of confidence. They want to know where they're going first and do research that fills in the blanks. Or they're like my friend here, và họ rất là muốn giáo viên, giáo sư thì họ rất là thông minh. They want to show off. They want to be very smart out of the gate, and they don't pay attention to the evidence afterwards. Your claim, if your claim does not change in the writing process, it means you're not writing a very interesting essay. It means you're not doing very interesting research. Your claim is an argument that something is true, but it's an argument to yourself. Your claim is the process of truth finding. We'll talk more in follow-on classes about tactics of pathos and winning an argument and making emotional appeals. It's not that those things don't matter. But today we're talking about a strong central claim, and what we want is something that is the truest statement you can make. Not just true, but also interesting. I have 4 steps that I like to take on the road to making a claim. We're going to make one together now. The first is observe. The first thing you need to do when seeking understanding or seeking truth is just shut up. Hãy im lặng đi. And read the extra texts. Just pay attention. And then describe what you're seeing. Don't try and impress yourself or me or your classmates with an analysis, like, oh, this is what I'm saying and this is what it means. No. This is what it means, we save for later. We don't know what it means yet. We don't need claims yet. We don't need conclusions yet. Let's just observe. Just describe what we see. So let's do that now. I don't know how. Should I turn the lights off? Can everyone see the screen, or is it a little bright? Yeah, các bạn đằng sau có thể xem được không? Có. Okay. Okay. So what is this a picture of? Don't tell me the whole thing. Just tell me individual things you see in the picture. What are the elements of this picture? Trees. See, this is exactly the right level of detail. Thank you. Trees. How many trees? Lots of trees. Parentheses, lots. Good? What else do you see in the picture? Okay, so wait. We got grass. We got, someone said here?
The source of the photo given by WWF.
Yep, probably only front row can see this. It says WWF, and there's the WWF panda bear. So we'll say logo. No, that's the thing we're looking for, right? We're looking at this image as a text. This is part of the image. This is an important part of the image. Looking at an image without paying attention to that, it's like reading a book and not knowing the author. So logo, parentheses, WWF. Who can tell me, maybe let's say from this side of the room, what does WWF stand for? Well, everyone agrees it's World Wrestling Federation, yes? No? Okay. Wild World of Football. No. Wild World Foundation. World, một lần nữa. Gần đúng, chưa đúng. Không phải là World Wild Fund. World Wild, một panda bear đang alive. Alive là life là wildlife. World Wildlife Fund. Logo for the WWF. Good. Okay, so we got trees, lots of them. We got grass. Well, I'll also say a lot. It's a lot of grass. Lots. We got a logo from the World Wildlife Fund. What else do we have? Okay, well, hold on. Okay, we got clouds, I agree. Clouds, it's also a lot of clouds. Lots. It looks like it looks maybe like it could rain, right? Yeah, so maybe rainy. I'll put here, rainy. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, it looks like an image of a lung or two lungs. Where? Can you come up and show me? Wow. Chúc mừng chào. You're the bravest one in the room. Come on, guys. Okay. Like here?
Two of this is
okay. You sure it's not beans?
No.
It's not beans?
No.
Is it kidneys?
No.
It's lungs. Okay. Oh, yeah, I agree. Who thinks it looks like lungs? Okay. Chỉ có một người bảo obviously, nhưng mà chỉ có 50% đồng ý. Looks like lungs. Looks like lungs are obviously, nhưng mà có trees hung obviously. What else? There's a few more important details. Okay. So we got trees, and then we got grass, and then we got not trees and not grass. We got this. And we're saying deforestation. Why? What makes you think it's deforestation?
Because it is clearly that trees are disappearing.
Okay, so like it's a place where there should be trees and there aren't. And actually, I have to cheat a little bit because the image is a little small. If you come up close, there are trucks. Yeah, a few little trucks and there's a few roads. So trees, we're going to put this up with the trees. Deforestation. Okay, what else? The green something? Yeah, the whole image it has a green color tone, and also it looks like it's been tinted. Okay, we got a river. We have a river and a bunch of tributaries. So we have a river coming in the middle, and then it splits out. We got some rivers here. Okay, trees, grass, river. Who said that? Yes, erosion. What's this? What's this here? Yeah. So we have the river comes through here, it comes out blue. And the river comes through here, and it comes out brown, taking out the soil. Does everyone in the room know what the word erosion means? Erosion is when there is, because of runoff and no plant cover, topsoil goes downstream with either rainwater or along the banks of rivers. Okay, so we have rivers, erosion, grass, lungs. Does the rivers look like anything? Yeah. Can you say a little louder? Looks like bloodstream. Looks like veins. The river kind of comes into the two patches of forest, and it branches out through the patches of forest like veins. So, okay. So we got lungs as the forest, river as the blood. Okay? There's one more detail that I have to tell you because it's probably too small for you to see. There's a little bit of text down here. You can see it? Okay. Next to the WWF logo, and all the text says is, before it's too late, ... Before it's too late, chump, chump, chump. Okay, I think at this point, we've observed the image, right? I think we've said every detail there is to say. Now, analyze. So obviously they look like lungs. Obviously the rivers look like blood. Why? Somebody put thought into making this. WWF has a big and sophisticated marketing budget, a sophisticated marketing team. This is one of their most famous images. They spent thousands of dollars to run this image, not just online, but in magazines. And it has no text. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4 words and then a website address. It's an ad with no words. It's just an image that is making their claim. It's just an image that's making their whole argument. What is their argument?
It's an anagram for human life is dying.
Okay, anagram is not exactly the right word. You mean an allusion to or an analogy for human life. Okay, so human life, it's about human life dying. Okay, we're definitely on the right track. Give me some more. Yeah, it's a warning. But if it was just a warning, if it was just about like human life, right? How come they didn't do like a forest in the shape of a guy going like, ah, and then like a river going like this? Lungs. Okay, she said the lungs of the world have been damaged. Yeah? Air pollution. Does everyone knows what role trees play in the natural life cycle, in the natural environment? They produce oxygen, right? And so we have an image of lungs that are damaged. What does this image look like? It looks like something. Yeah? It looks like it's definitely more susceptible to wildfires. I think this is from logging, from deforestation. But this, I feel like I see this image a lot. I shouldn't see it. Thầy rất là cố gắng thuốc lá. Nhưng mà và thầy sẽ đoán ở đây không có ai hút thuốc lá vì hút thuốc lá thật là ngu ngốc. Cho nên ở đây không có ai sẽ bao giờ hút thuốc lá. Nhưng chắc là các bạn đã đi qua một cửa hàng và đã thấy một bao thuốc lá. Ở trên bao thuốc lá có một bông hình, có một hình. What kind of image? Lungs? Do they look like pink healthy lungs? No. So it's not just that forests are the lungs of the world. It's not just that deforestation is bad for the environment. They're making an explicit connection to an image that lots of people have seen of what disease? Lung cancer, yes. Okay, why? Why did they pick? There's lots of ways to make the argument, right? There's so many different ways to make an argument against cutting down trees. Why are they making the connection of cutting down trees to lung cancer? How are those things similar? How does that make for a more effective claim? Okay, so high stakes. Everyone knows what stakes are, right? Like it matters. Like lung cancer, no one's getting lung cancer and being like, it's okay. Like that's a big deal. And what they're saying is this also is a big deal. Okay, it matters. Sorry? Contrary?
One is beneficial and one is detrimental.
Which one is beneficial?
Planting trees and preserving them is definitely beneficial.
Yeah, so it's an argument for preserving trees and saying don't do to trees what you do to your lungs. But how is the imagery that's on a cigarette box of lung cancer and the imagery they've chosen to use to tell people to protect the environment, how are those similar?
Emergency case.
Emergency case, very good. Yeah, it matters. There's high stakes, emergency. Okay, so she said because of the long influence we're taking from the future, there's also the connection that trees produce oxygen and lungs need oxygen. There's one more really important connection. Nature works like a body. Very good. We're connecting the way our body works. Who said nature looks like a body? I heard it from here. Come on in. Nature, we're connecting the health of the world to our own physical health. And there's one more really important one. You are correct that most smokers are also litterers. Two problems with smokers. Another problem, or another connection, is that they're both choices. What's the reason that the government of Vietnam insists on putting that image on the box of cigarettes? To stop people from picking up the box of cigarettes. The government of Vietnam puts the consequences of smoking right in front of your face, so that when you pick up a box of cigarettes, your brain has to say, okay, cũng được. Có thể chấp nhận, bị nghiện rồi, chấp nhận. It's a choice, yeah? And this is a choice. They're both about behavior change. Changing behavior to stop cutting down the rainforest, changing behavior to stop smoking. There's also one more really potent, important reason this is a good connection. Các em không cần trả lời, nếu cảm thấy không thoải mái, nếu không muốn trả lời. Nhưng mà thầy sẽ hỏi ở phòng này, có bao nhiêu người đã có kinh nghiệm với một người trong gia đình đã bị ung thư? Anyone? How many people have had someone in your family with cancer or a friend? Thực ra là ít hơn anh đã suy nghĩ. Chúc mừng các em. We're in a lucky room. But for people who've had that experience, that's an immediate emotional connection. Because going through the experience of having a loved one with cancer, or going through the experience of having cancer yourself, is very difficult, and it has an immediate appeal to your emotions. And that's what WWF wants to do. They're trying to say, it's important. It's a choice. We can stop. And you should care about it. And they've done it by making this photoshopped image of forests as lungs. So that's their claim. We just made a claim. All together just now. We were talking about how this image works, and then we made an argument about how the image works. Thực ra là thầy đã làm nó. Thầy đã làm một argument. Nhưng mà các em đã giúp thầy mà. This is an image from WWF of trees that makes an emotional appeal to connect deforestation to cancer, to connect the health of the planet to the health of the body, to try and encourage people to protect the environment. We made a claim. This is the version I wrote last night. This image from the WWF makes an argument that deforestation will have terrible consequences to the planet and creates an emotional appeal by appearing those consequences to lung cancer. That's a claim. Can anyone read what I wrote down here? Is it a good claim? I just made that claim. Is it any good? Let's do a vote. Vì đây là trung tâm Mỹ. Phải vote. Who thinks it's a good claim? Đúng ngãi? Ôi không ai thích claim của thầy ạ? Buồn. Okay, có hai người. Hai người. Okay, who thinks it's a bad claim? Okay, có hai. Okay, cho nên you know, even in America, more people vote than this, guys. We only have 50% participation, but I had 4 out of like 200. So come on now. Who thinks it's good? Tell me. Is it good? Time ID. Có một claim tốt hay chán? Có một claim thú vị hay chán? Okay. 1/4. Who thinks it's not a very good claim? 1/4. Có 2/4 không tham gia. No! It's a terrible claim. It's awful. It's a garbage claim. I just want you all to know I spent a long time looking for this garbage picture. I'm very proud of it. Because it's a vector file, see? It's very good. Why is it a garbage claim? Why is it no good? Okay, it's in 2 parts and they're not really connected. What else? It's too long. Okay, and wait. I'm going to write reasons I wrote a bad claim. Okay, so red for correcting myself. Too long. Unconnected. What else? There's no what? No obvious evidence. The evidence doesn't have, the evidence shouldn't be in the claim, but I guess the claim doesn't look supported by evidence. Okay? Not impressive. Ôi, buồn quá. Not impressive. I don't know why I'm writing, because I write so ugly and I'm sure you can't see it from the back. I write so I don't forget. My writing process. Why else? Okay, it doesn't effectively communicate the main purpose of the image. So, ý của em là claim này chỉ sai thôi, phải không? Because it's a claim about the purpose of the image. So, cho nên wrong. Wrong cũng được. Wrong. That's the worst thing a claim can be, is wrong.
It's not thought-provoking.
Not thought-provoking. I like that. I'm just going to write no and then draw a brain. Not thought-provoking. Anyone else? It's a garbage claim because all it does is describe. Remember the steps: observe, describe, analyze, and judge. This claim looked at the details of the image, it noticed patterns, and then it said what the image is trying to do. And I think no one in the room is going to argue that WWF was trying to do something other than get us to protect the rainforest, right? The image, I'm going to go back and we look at it one more time. Back. So this image is clearly saying, oh, we need to protect the health of the world. The forests are the lungs of the world. Cutting down the forests is like lung cancer. It looks just like lung cancer. It's obvious what they're trying to do. We made a claim about that describes what they're trying to do, but it's useless. A descriptive claim is not an argument. When all a writer does is describe something, they add nothing. That's like making the claim, mắm tôm is a fermented shrimp sauce paste popular in Vietnamese cuisine. Có. I am a novelist and professor currently speaking to a large room of Vietnamese students and professionals. Có. It's not a claim. It only describes. And the reason it's not a good claim is because it doesn't have anything of you in it. It doesn't have your values. It doesn't have your point of view. It doesn't do anything that I couldn't do by myself, right? I can look at an image carefully and say, oh, this is what they mean. And maybe it takes a little bit of time. Maybe it takes 5 minutes. But basically everyone will get the same answer. It's not a claim if I don't need you to tell me it. Okay, how about this? So, descriptive claim. Mắm tôm is a fermented shrimp sauce paste popular in Vietnamese cuisine. Descriptive argument, not interesting. Mắm tôm is delicious. Well, I'm not asking you if mắm tôm is delicious. Ở đây ai có thích mắm tôm không? Một người thôi, 2 người, 3 người. Ở đây hoàn toàn là người Mỹ, không ai thích mắm tôm. Hôm nay anh đã ăn mắm tôm. Cho vui không thích. Okay, mắm tôm is delicious. Is that any better? Yes. Okay, yes, why?
Because it has something to just,
Okay, there's something to say. Basically, there's something to say after that. After that. Ví dụ, can you say this sentence? I just want you to read this for everyone. Read it aloud.
Mắm tôm is delicious.
No, it's not. See? Something to say afterwards.
Yeah.
There's a possibility for disagreement. Okay, so it's better in that way. Is it good enough? Why not? It's opinion. People are opinionated. It's opinion. It's based on an opinion. It's based on a set of preferences. Huh. My slide got screwed up. It's only a little bit better. It goes beyond description. If you make that claim, I can just say, no, wrong. And then there's nowhere to go. There's no room for discussion. There's no room to explore and learn new things. How about this third version? Mắm tôm is poorly understood by Western chefs who are not only missing out on a unique flavor that is not available with other ingredients, but also on the remarkable health benefits of this savory fermented condiment. Is it better? Okay. Why? There's still opinion, right? Like, the person who wrote this, me, clearly likes mắm tôm, right? They say, people who don't like mắm tôm, they don't get it. They don't understand it. And they're missing out. And doesn't just have a good flavor, it also has health benefits. Isn't it just a better version of this? Isn't it just aren't I just saying the same thing but with more words?
It's like you elaborate on this argument.
Okay, so I elaborated on the argument. I did. I gave more reasons. What else? It gives you, he said it gives you a way to back it up. And I think what you mean is that it lets you know where the argument is going, right? In the claim, it says, okay, we're going to talk about this. Because there are some subclaims in here. Mamtom is poorly understood by Western chefs. Maybe that's not true. Maybe all Western chefs understand it and they're just like, nope, it's gross. Unique flavor that is not available with other ingredients. That also needs supporting. Remarkable health benefits also need supporting. There are 3 different arguments within this claim and opportunities for me to use evidence. The essay here, the topic sentences of my following essay, write themselves because I've already made promises. I've already said, okay, it's poorly understood. I need to show that. It's a unique flavor that's not available elsewhere. I need to look at evidence and find if that's actually true. And remarkable health benefits. I need to find evidence for that. It could be after I look at all my evidence, this claim will change. And I'll say, Mamtom Chin and Ancho Vuitoi. Hong To Cho Sukwe Lam. Okay. We were going to do a group activity when I thought there would be 50 of you. It's a very big room. So we're going to do a group. It's still going to be a group activity. And we're going to count off. I'm going to put you all in groups, okay? So we're going to say, I'm going to say a number and you're in that group. Okay? So I say the number, you say it back. It might take a little while. Okay, so I'll start here. 1. 2. No, you say it back. 1. No. 1. 1. 1. The joke is we're all in the same group. It wouldn't really do that. It would take an hour. We have to talk all in one group because it's such a big room. Okay. A few of you may have seen this image before. This is my favorite piece of visual rhetoric in a painting. This is a painting based on a staged photograph. I'm not going to say much about it. It might be a little complicated because the room is so big. In the back, you might not be able to see the details. If you want to, anyone, while we're talking about the image, is very welcome to get up and come to the front of the room. Don't, try not to disturb anyone. But if you want to, you can take a closer look there. You can take a closer look there. Or, I think those are your only options. You can also, on your phones, I can tell you the name of the image is called, I'll type it in. Or is anyone going to check on their phones? It's called Back to Civies by Norman Rockwell. If you find you want to check on your phones, just raise your hand and I can give you the name. But if you just type in back to, I'll write it down. Back to C-I-V-V-I-E-S. Civies. Back to Civies. Okay. Similar to the image we looked at from the World Wildlife Foundation, this is an image that tells a story. This is an image that is detail-rich and has an argument that it's making. What I want to do is do what we did with the rainforest, where we don't interpret anything. I just want to notice details, find patterns in the details, and then we're going to try and say what claim the story is making, what the painting, what argument the painting is making, what kind of story it's trying to tell. And then after that, we're going to make our own claims about it. I might try and get you to do some group or individual work, but we'll see. It might be hard with so many people. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, I don't want to hear any, oh, he just did this, he's from here, none of it. That'll come later. I just want details that you see in the picture. Can you raise your hand if you've seen this picture before? No one's seen it before. Okay. Em có muốn nói một detail không? You want to tell me a detail about the picture? Chưa? Chưa? No detail? Không cần. You can do it later. Okay, everyone. Tell me one thing in the room, one detail about the picture. And it can be very simple. In fact, I will start with the biggest, dumbest detail of all. There's a tall man in the room. All right, tall man, done, finished, tall man. Okay, there we go. What else have we got? Actually, wait, I feel like this might be a little hard to call on people with so many people. So I heard mirror. Yes, mirror. Okay, and then you said picture of? Yes, picture of an airplane right there. Airplane picture. Airplane picture, great. What else? Okay, I heard someone say ties. Ties, where are the ties? Okay, we got ties here. I need my laser. Okay, got ties here and ties up here. Okay, ties. What? Uniform, where's the uniform? On the chair. Okay, so, wait, but this ain't just now, let's be more specific. What is this? Jacket. Okay, we got a jacket, and we got, what's this? Hat. Jacket and a hat. Okay, so uniform jacket. Uniform jacket and a uniform hat. What else? Airplane model. Oh, okay, we got two airplanes then. We got an airplane on the wall. We got a little toy. We got a model airplane on the desk. Okay, I'll put this airplane picture, and then I'll say model. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I got four things that were so good all at the same time. We'll first here, and then we'll go here. Yeah, the room is small, right? That's a detail about the room, is the room is tiny. How can you tell it's tiny? Yeah.
You see from the ceiling.
Yep. So yeah, so the bed and the nightstand are like right next to each other. The chair is like touching the nightstand. The ceiling is low here. And also like if he wanted to get into bed, how would he do it? He'd have to lean down, right? Because if he steps forward, what's going to happen? He's going to hit this. The roof is like is like 30 centimeters from his head. So tiny room. Good. What else? The what? Yes, the year here? 1942. Okay, but wait. So wait, it says 1942. What is this that it's on? Do we know? Yeah. It's like a... Now you're analyzing. Anh sẽ hua, anh sẽ cho em một câu hỏi để analyze nhé. Nhưng mà chú analyze, chú sẵn sàng. Okay. So we have 1942 like on a like a triangular flag. Does anyone know what kind of flag that is? Yes? I have taught this class so many times in Vietnam. No one has ever said that before. Ai đã nói thế? Ai, put your hand up. Đây, em nói lại đi, nhắc lại đi. It's not necessarily from a university, but it's called, this is a very particular American tradition, it's called a pennant. When you graduate, you get this little triangular flag on it, and you get them in high school and in university. So we have the 1942 flag/pennant. And it looks like there's some text on it. Maybe this is the name of his school or the initials of his school. Okay, so flag, year. What else? Sorry? Okay, so yeah, no, now we're noticing details. We notice the room is small, Now you notice the suit is small. Little suit. How can you tell it's a little?
A bat.
Yes.
Hammer.
Unless that was the fashion of the time. The pants are really, really short on him. The sleeves are really short, and it's all tight around the shoulders. And the buttons here. Little suit. Good. What else? Okay, there's a picture of a woman. Where?
The first one is next to the lamp, and the second one is on the wall.
Yes. So this one looks like maybe a photograph? Maybe? Like a black and white photo, and this is like a poster. What do we think they are? Yeah, could be like an actress or something like that. At least the photo. Do they look like they're the same woman? Why?
The hair, the color.
Yeah. Okay. So we have one. Well, I mean, one photo's in black and white. Cho nên không biết có lẽ cả hai là tóc vàng. But we have one with very curly hair and one with like an updo. So we'll put pictures of women, or we'll put one photo. And then one poster. Good? Okay, we have a lot of details so far. There's a few more. Okay. These are both good. I like. So we've got the one detail, the hanger on the bed. It's not just the thing, but it's where it is. Hanger on the bed. Very good. And then someone said about his face. Yeah, confident face. How can you tell he's smiling? We got just a little bit of it, right? We've got about 2/3 of his face. A bigger percentage than the people in this room who voted in my election, by the way. Là 2/3 mặt của ban nãy. And he's smiling. What does he look like? He looks... Yeah, he looks... Who said satisfied? Happy, confident, happy face, happy man. Okay. What else? Some, yeah, I think so, right? Like, you mean like here? Or do you mean here? You said letters, right? Like, so there's some papers here. Yeah, maybe a tissue, maybe a handkerchief. There's also, I can't tell if this is an envelope, there's some magazines. There's one other important, 3 other important details. Bag. Okay, so we got a bag next to the chair. What kind of bag is it?
Military bag.
Bag, military bag. Okay? Military bag. And what else in the same part of the picture? A what? A tower? Oh, no.
How can I?
Can I?
I thought that's there.
Oh, yeah, so this, I don't know if that's, what do we think this is? Is this a towel or is it pants? I think it's pants, right? Or some, pants, a towel, there's some fabric thrown over the chair. I think it's pants on chair. Okay. What else? Yeah! That one always comes last. Fishing rod. Fishing rod in the corner. Okay. I think I'm ready to move on to the next stage of noticing patterns, unless, oh no, wait, there's one important thing we left out.
The wardrobe.
Yeah, the wardrobe is open. The wardrobe is open, the ties are spilling out, there's this handkerchief spilling out. Where are the uniforms in this picture? Yeah, we got a uniform jacket, we got a uniform hat, we got a military bag, right? Where else do we have uniform? Chưa hết uniform, vẫn còn uniform. Where? No. Yes. This is the same color as this. This is the same color as this. He's even got his little military pin on his collar. He's got a military pin. He's got the khaki tie. He's got his uniform sticking out here. And what kind of socks and shoes are these? Military. Nobody's wearing that color socks if they're not being forced to by a superior officer. So he's got uniform on still on the inside, and he's got the outer part of the uniform here. So where did I put uniform? Hey, uniform, suit, jacket, and then on his body too. Okay. One more weird detail. How would we, yeah, a little bit, right? A little bit of gray hair. It looks like this is, if not the attic, the top room in the house because of the slanted ceiling. I think that's a good detail. I'm going to write it down. So like attic room. Very good. What's a weird detail about the bag?
It has the logo of I think it's an eagle.
Okay, bag has an eagle on it. What else? Where did I put I lost the bag. Where's the bag? Oh, here. Got an eagle on it. What else about the bag? It's what? It's full of stuff. Is he unpacked? No. His bag is full of stuff. So it's a military bag with an eagle on it, full of stuff. Okay. So any more details before I move to the next step? I think we got it all.
Some signatures in the picture under the chairs.
Yeah, from the same person who talked about the logo. De la logo của Norman Rockwell. That's the painter's signature. Okay, so we've done a catalog. We looked at all our evidence. This story, this painting, is our evidence, and we've looked at it carefully, and we've laid it all out there. We know what all the evidence is, and now it's our job to make some meaning of it, to try and understand it, to try and understand what story Norman Rockwell is telling us, and why, what his meaning is. Let me see, can I go ahead? No, not yet.
He got back from the war and tried to try his new clothes to find a new job.
Có ai bảo analyze chưa? Chưa có ai bảo analyze. Thế hùa em sẽ có cơ hội nói thế nhé. I want to still look at not yet what he's saying, but how he's saying it. Because when you're a painter, all you can do, your only language is images, right? If he wanted to, he could write a story. Oh, he was a young man, he went to war and he learned so much. And then he came home and he was mature. Yes, easy. You can do that in words. He's trying to tell a story in images. And so everything he puts here, there's a reason he puts it there. He's not going to waste his time. He's not painting. He's like, oh, I think I'll put a frog on the carpet. Oh, I'm going to put a little toy horse there. Everything that's here has a reason to be here. And so that's what I want to try and figure out. Why? What's the reason? We listed all the details, right? Now I want to say, what are the details doing? Why are they in the picture? What information does this piece of evidence give us versus this piece of evidence? So there's kind of a few themes of details, right? Someone tell me one detail that you find really interesting in this picture, that your eye is drawn to. They la analyze rồi em ạ. Nhưng mà em không sai đâu. The planes. Planes. Okay, so we've got planes. How many planes do we have? Do we? Yeah? Okay. Okay, we got this. What kind of plane is that? It's a bomber. Very good. How do you know that? Very good. This is a bomber. The kind, I don't know if it's B... It is B-25? Not B-52? Thực ra là không quan trọng. Một bomber là quá đủ rồi. It's a bomber. What kind of plane is this? Cùng một loại. Same kind. This kind, this kind. The same kind of bombers that were being used in the Second World War. There's more than 2 planes, guys. Có nhiều hơn chứ? Wings. He's got wings on his jacket. This is the insignia of a, and bây giờ em có thể nói, pilot. He's got a pilot's insignia on his jacket. He's got an Air Force or Army Air Force seal on his hat, the same seal that's on his bag. So he's got eagles, and we have kind of a theme of eagles, planes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plane things. I'm going to call them plane things. 5 of them. Good. Okay, what's another detail that stands out that seems like part of a pattern? Happy face? Yeah. Okay, so his face is happy. What about the room? Is it like a happy room? What kind of feeling do you get from the room? Messy? Childhood room. Okay, so let me ask about that then. We got 5 plain things. What about childhood things? Like this is a room of a child or a room of a man? It's a room of it's a room of, clearly he's a man, right? But the room is for a, yeah, like a teenager. Okay, now let's gather our evidence. So we have our plain things. What about our childhood things? What tells you this is the room of a child? Okay, fishing. Okay, so we got a fishing pole in the bedroom. That's 1. It's small, the size. Okay, wait, I'm going to need all my fingers. Okay, so we got fishing pole. We got the size of the room. What else tells us it's a child? That the toys. We have the high school flag. We have the poster on the wall. The living style. The colors, yeah, no, the colors, the bright colors. We didn't even mention this. There's like a little, like maybe a telescope here, the movie star poster here, or the celebrity. The books, it looks like comic books. We have, like, I'll say 7 childhood things. Okay, so we have plain things, childhood things, and then man things. What about the picture is manly? Okay, we got ties, the suit, what else? Shoes, the uniform. So the uniform that he's wearing, and also the uniform that's hanging on the chair. What else? The gray hair, but that's good, but now zoom out a little bit. What else is manly? The what? I guess, yeah. Chưa biết, làm sao mà biết? Đây là một đoán thôi. What is manly about the picture? So the uniform is manly, right? What else is manly? Yes! He's a man. He's tall, he's big. Có đẹp trai không? Có, okay. Chưa chắc chắn nhưng mà khá là đẹp trai. Okay, so man things. The man things are, at a minimum, we got the uniform, the bag, and the fact that we know his job, right? We know he's a pilot, and he's just a tall, generally good-looking man, and also he's a confident guy. Look at that. Oh, this is another piece of evidence that the room is too small for him, right? See where the mirror ends? How does he comb his hair? Tonight. He can't, he's too big for the mirror, too big for the room. Man things, we have like 4 man things, including the man himself. Okay. In what ways, okay, so we have these patterns now. We have kind of a theme of planes, we have a theme of childhood, and we have a theme of manliness. 3 of these 3 patterns overlap in one way. How do they overlap? They're all related to the man, that's correct. They're all about him. I do a fun writing exercise where I ask students to describe their room, and I have to just see what I learn about you from your room. The space you keep around you tells us a lot about you. They're all related to the man, but what else? What items kind of fall into two categories? Yes. This poster, right? This poster is a childhood thing, and it's a war thing. It's an airplane thing. So is the model. This airplane on his jacket has nothing to do with childhood, but it's also about flight, about war, about manliness.
I think when he was young, he wanted to serve in the military, and after he served the military, he come home, and I think he is going to miss some.
Okay, thank you, Chao. Very good. Very good. Nhưng mà Chao ơi, thế đạo hùa thế sẽ cho em ấy trả lời. Vì đang cố gắng trả lời. Very good. Now you're at exactly where we want to be. We're now moving into, okay, let's do some analysis. What's the story here? Nothing's here by accident. It's not an accident that there's a poster of a bomber on the wall. It's not an accident that there's a model of a bomber. It's not an accident that the painter is using details to tell us that he graduated high school in 1942. Does anyone know what happened in 1942? Pearl Harbor. What was Pearl Harbor?
6 months after Pearl Harbor, the Austrian.
The what?
6 months after Pearl Harbor.
No, but when people say Pearl Harbor, what does that mean? It's just two words. What does it mean?
It's a time when Japan started the war with against United States.
Yes, when the Japanese Imperial Navy attacked the Navy base in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. That happened, now I'm being recorded live and I'm in the embassy. I should know the exact date. That happened it would have happened right around the time he was graduating high school. So he's a kid, he graduates high school, there's the attack on Pearl Harbor. He's already a kid who loves planes, right? He loves planes so much he's got a plane on his wall. He's got a toy plane on his desk. He joins the army, he becomes a pilot, he comes home. Shall I maybe not done it, man?
Yeah, maybe it's his friend.
Okay, so your story is he's a creepy, crazy person who broke into his friend's house just to wear his uniform. Có lẽ. Nhưng mà nếu em viết essay như thế này và em you give it to me, I'll be like, bad use of evidence. So what's the story? The story is, the claim of is what? Young boy goes off to war, comes home. What did war do to him? Made him a man, made him age. He's physically bigger, right? He just got taller. He's got gray hair. Turned him into a man. What do you mean by a man?
Mature.
Okay, mature. Why mature? Yeah, so he's been trained, he's had experience. What about this? He cares about his appearance, and I think someone said the word I want to hear. Confident, right? He's confident. He went away to war, he's confident, and now he's back in the room of his childhood. Does he fit in with the room of his childhood anymore? This whole painting, this whole story is about not fitting. He doesn't fit anymore. He's too big for the room. He's too big for the suit. He's coming back home and he's wearing the suit of his childhood, but it doesn't fit anymore because he's a man. This child went off to war, achieved his dreams, became mature, and now he's come back and there's a sense of, okay, this is not me anymore. Grown out of this room. And he's kind of like delighted by it. He's proud of himself. He's confident. Okay, now we're going to do another vote, and I really want you guys to vote now, please. Who likes this painting? So we did description. Now we add opinion. Who thinks this is a good painting? Raise your hand. Many people. Oh, okay, thank you. Like hai fan ba. Who wants to be brave and say they don't like this painting? One. Please, why don't you like the painting? Yeah, please.
Because I think that there are too many details in this picture, and we just need some of the detail to tell the whole story.
Yeah, no, it's like, so that's like you're making a critique of the craft, right? Because he could get rid of, we don't need the women on the walls. We don't need the magazine. Probably don't need the fishing pole. Too much detail. Yeah, I think he could tell the same story with fewer details, probably. What else? Who hates the picture? Anyone?
I think that if it's conveyed message, it will be very vague.
Very what?
Vague, not clear, unclear.
Okay, so it conveys an unclear message. But what about the story of a child going off to war and becoming mature and coming back confident and healthy and strong and tall? Naive? I like that word. Why is it naive?
Because war veterans, they must have witnessed many atrocities using their services. So maybe it's not this bright when he came back.
Yeah. People who go to war have serious, painful, traumatic experiences. Let me ask a question to the whole room. Everyone, just so we're all clear. Like this plane and this plane and the plane he was flying. Again? B-25 bomber. Bomber. What do bombers do? They drop bombs on people, guys. Come on now. The plane is filled with thousands of pounds of bombs that it drops on other people. This is not to say that there's a moral judgment on soldiers who participated in that war, but this is telling a story where I am a little kid and I love airplanes. And then I go to war. And I get to fly an airplane. I drop a bunch of bombs, but it was fine because they were bad. And then I come back and I'm strong and tall and happy and healthy. There's an alternative version of this painting that's just the room. No guy in it. Everyone came home. There's an alternative version of this painting that's just the room and like maybe flowers on the chair that are wilted. There's another version of this painting that's just the room and an old woman sitting in it looking sad. This painting's telling a story, just like all good propaganda tells a story. The claim that this is making goes beyond description, right? It's making an argument about values. It's making an argument that the people who went to serve in the war came back stronger, they came back mature, they've outgrown their own selves, and in a lot of ways that's true, right? I'm not saying it's not true, but the way you argue with this claim is to say, no, it's only partially true. That's where we get to, we did analysis already, right? We noticed patterns. We took apart what the image was saying. But then that next step, that last step in making a claim that matters is judgment. And that comes from you. I have a strong reaction to this painting. I think this painter is an idiot. He's very talented, and he's very good at like putting together details, but it's not art. It doesn't ask any questions. It just says, hey, calm down, everybody. Everything's fine. That doesn't have to be the claim you would make about this painting. But that's the claim I would make. And we're all looking at the same evidence. This is where we get to a place that we can actually argue about. We're looking at the same evidence and we all agree. It's not like you say, oh, there's a plane. And I'm like, no, that's a watermelon. We all see the same thing and we can take different interpretations from it. So if I were making a claim about this, which I kind of just did, my persuasive statement would be that Back to Civies by Norman Rockwell is an effective piece of propaganda that is in support of returning veterans and celebrates military service as an opportunity for personal growth. But it fails to tell the actual truth of what military service is like and the real lived truth of veterans who return to the United States. My shorter claim about this is, this painting should not be in an art museum. This painting is propaganda, political propaganda, not art. And that's an essay. And there will be people who argue with me because it's functionally well done, right? I couldn't paint this. This was hard to paint. This guy knows how to paint. That questions like, what does art mean? What should art do? Same base of evidence to deal with. Does anyone disagree with me? Who wants to fight me? Who thinks this is a great painting? Who loves the painting? Why?
Because it's depicted what the American government trying to tell the younger generation about the war, about how they overcome the war and came out victors.
Mm-hmm. You started to say, you started to say Vic, and I thought you were going to say victim. Yeah, but it tells a very careful story, right? Like, because it says he was a boy, he wanted to go to war, then we were attacked. And then he went to war, and he came back a man. The whole story is in there, including details that remind the remind the viewer that, no, this was not our choice. We had to go to war because we were attacked in Hawaii. You know, I agree with you that it's a good piece of propaganda. Does anyone agree with me that it's bad art? Practical art. Oh, okay. That's the beginning of a claim. The job of art is to be practical, to get something done. Why is it practical? Mm-hmm. It's very, very smart that you said that. He said the artist must have been looking at a photo because it's so realistic. Actually, the way Norman Rockwell would do his paintings is he would hire actors, and he would buy props, and he would get all the actors together, he'd set up a set, and then he'd say, okay, you stand here, I want you to look like this, you wear this, and he'd do a photo shoot. And then he'd say, okay, everyone, you can go home now. And then he would paint the painting. So he's just painting it on a photo that he took. That's why it's so super realistic. We're coming to the end of our time, but I wanted to just kind of point out that what we did over the course of 90 minutes today is a small version of the way the writing process should work, right? At the end, I had kind of a claim that I wanted to come to, that I wanted to develop with you. And it comes not at the beginning. I didn't start the class by saying, hey, everybody, I have really strong feelings about art. And this is what they are. We've slowly looked at the evidence. We slowly looked at patterns. And after looking at the evidence, I had an idea. When you're developing a claim, you need to avoid the rush to this spot. Not judge until it's the right time. Another problem I have with students is students who just want to tell me what's true. They don't want to say anything wrong. So they just describe things. They just tell me things. It doesn't matter if you're not saying something that can be argued against. It doesn't matter if you're not bringing anything of yourself to it. Why bother making an argument if you don't care if you win or lose? A good claim is thoughtful, evidence-based, arguable, and it has something of you in it. But you can only know what that is after you spend time with the evidence and after you spend time generating your own opinions about it. Okay? Đã là 90 phút rồi nên thầy sẽ bắt đầu close down trước khi thầy close down, thầy muốn cảm ơn các em đã tham gia. Thế vẫn ở đấy, vẫn còn 4 lộp nữa. We're starting with claims. We're going to be talking about negotiation, arguments, use of evidence. We have I planned a few games, but if it's always this many people, I might have to rethink. But I'm going to try and make the classes as interactive as possible because I don't want to just be up here talking the whole time. Thank you guys for participating. Thank you so much for coming. I had a lot of fun. I'm still here for a little bit, so if anyone wants to come and chat with me afterwards, I'm happy to. Also, I have a writing, kind of like a writing group and learning English group on Facebook. So if you want, you can come up and give me your information. I'll send you an invitation to my Facebook group, or you can just search it on Facebook. It's Học Tiếng Anh và Viết Văn với thầy Alex. Okay? Học Tiếng Anh và... Oh, what a good idea. What a good idea. In fact, I'll just write the name of my Facebook page, and you can find the group in there. So it's Alexander Yates - author. If you want to follow me on anything else, I post all my classes there. Also, I'm happy to chat with anyone who wants to come up and chat. I regret a little bit I didn't have more time to talk with you guys individually. But một lần nữa cảm ơn đã tham gia, and I hope I see you next time. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you came. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear.
You should come back. There's one next Wednesday. Ui. Yeah, có. Ôi, đâu. Cho thầy chụp selfie nhé. Selfie. Wow, okay. Mọi người làm trái tim hay thế này? Thế này. Thank you guys. Okay, chụp selfie.
Thầy có thể chuyển được cái nền cái bài đầu tiên ấy.
Okay. Oh yeah, sure.